Hey y'all, what's going on, man? We back with another episode of Burn After Rolling. My name is BT. I got my guy Scoop. And
Yo,
today we have two special guests actually, man. We got my guy Cheezy Dior and my guy Scrap Dollaz, man. What's going on?
Man, what's up, man? My boy BT. You know the vibes. You know how we do.
Hey man, it's Cheese. We go back, bro.
You know that. We go
Nigga,
back.
we go back.
Uh-huh.
Hey, baby, you can pull up that flick.
What you got?
Hold on, she gonna pull it up for the people, man. Yo, bro.
Oh yeah, I remember that night. That was a good night.
Oh, we took it back.
Yeah, that was a good night.
The old boys joint.
Yo, man, I'm not gonna lie.
a good
So
night.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been fucking with Cheese. You can switch it back now.
I see the bed. The bed,
yeah.
got deep. The bed is deeper.
Oh
now.
yeah, bro. This is just
deeper.
This is just 3 months of work with no haircut. And
Say
no,
that.
You know what I mean?
My
Like,
boy,
yeah.
my boy BT was grinding. He was grinding nonstop.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
the bed,
man.
The bed is a little deeper
We
now.
had a little pajama party. That shit was crazy, man. It was a vibe.
Yeah, I remember
But
that. I remember that.
But yeah, man. Yo, I remember I begged him to do Going In for the Kill. I was like, yo, bro, please, can you just please perform that song? That's my favorite song from you, bro.
No, that going in for the kill. Yeah, I remember that night. That was a good night.
That
BT.
was a good night, man. Definitely. Well, that was actually a crazy night. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Matter of fact, that's some. You feel me? You feel me?
Keep it low.
Keep it low, right?
Yeah, keep it low.
That's
how
my
you
new
feeling,
shit. Keep it
Scoop?
low, yeah.
But yo, man. So shit, I wanna know about y'all backgrounds, man. Where y'all from, and you know what I mean, around the time period where y'all was born and shit.
I'm from the Bronx, born and raised in the Bronx. You know, Uptown, Our Lady of Mercy Hospital.
What
The
about
Chanel Soundview.
BX?
Yeah, BX. You
Oh,
know,
y'all
right?
both?
Yeah,
Y'all both
we
from the Bronx?
Yeah, I'm from
Okay.
the Bronx. 171 in Fulton. Y'all already know that's like the South Bronx area. Grew up over there, Washington. Washington, Webster Projects.
So tell me, what was it like over there?
Rough, man. Like
In a hard time, because you say you was 35. You like
Yeah,
me, yeah,
facts,
so
facts.
35, so
came from,
that's 87, know what I mean?
absolutely.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? We came from slap boxing era, free lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that cheese free lunch?
Right.
Free lunch era.
Yeah.
That was a good.
You love a free lunch.
Nah, that's a big fact.
They
You
don't
know
do
the
free
vibe,
lunch
man.
no more.
It's not like, I think they like pick people for, it's like a it's like it's
Yeah,
not
now,
like how it was.
yeah. Now,
That's
They do
crazy.
Like, they do like a raffle. Or it's not like how you could just come. It's not like how
Oh,
it was
wow.
before. Like a certain amount of people could go. It ain't like how you could go
Yeah.
for seconds and thirds. It's not like that no more.
Wow. But so yeah, man. What kind of like turmoils did y'all face? You know, growing up out there in the Bronx in that area and whatnot.
You know, it's just everyday life situations. You know how you say you live and you learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody got obstacles in their life growing up. You feel me? We were just talking about that on the way
Crazy,
here.
yeah.
You know, we were just talking about how households is when you growing up. You feel me?
That's a fact.
You gotta have both parents if
Parents,
you
yeah.
really trying to, be
Get it
successful
right.
in life.
Absolutely, and that's crazy you said that because it's rough. Like I said again, a lot of us grew up with grandmothers. Wasn't no mothers around. No, definitely no fathers. But a lot of that was like staged for us not to have dads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what you gotta realize this is that we don't get like the truth until we like 30, 40. And most of the time
Oh,
you feel
God.
like you was gypped.
Slighted.
You understand?
That's
And
a
it's like
fact.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, school. And it's like, you feel it hurts. You
That's
feel
a
what I'm
fact,
explaining?
yeah.
For sure.
We
That's a
understand
fact.
now. And there's nothing wrong with being a man and being hurt.
Nah, that's a
You
fact.
follow?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like I had to learn, you understand how to cry. And like I said, we were just chopping up about that before we came about our dads and all that.
That's a
You
fact.
feel me? So a
Yeah.
lot of that poverty, us not having a dad, that's like the main thing. You understand? We don't really get no solid dudes that's gonna teach us how to, work out or
The
play
role
ball with
models,
us. You
yeah.
follow? Most of the dads who grow was like hustlers and all that.
Mm-hmm. So what do you feel about this new generation of kids now? Because you was then like, and now you're the next era. You know what I mean? Now you're the possible teen's kid father or the possible 8-year-old gonna be the future father. How do you feel about this new era? Because like we didn't have a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Real shit. I mean, I grew up like I said. I grew up differently. I had both my peoples and shit, so
Right.
it was a little different. But it was what it was. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know what I mean? So like like you said, a lot of these people didn't have the rear and the backing and shit. So how do you
Right,
feel
right.
about this era now being, ushering in these next kids?
All right, Cheech, you can answer, then I'll piggyback off of what you say.
Not good.
Basically, it's like I got a 13-year-old. Shout out to my son Cam. Know what I mean, I got a 4.
See, that was
5.
perfect. That was perfect because I ain't
You
got no
understand?
kids.
Right. I got a son,
shout out
he's
my nephew.
13. Yeah,
it's
you
a
already
fact.
know I got a son, he's 13 or whatever. He be 13, play ball, 53 in the country. Then I got a 4-year-old, so it's a lot. So with the younger crowd, I look up to them.
Yeah.
Meaning is that everybody want respect.
Facts.
You feel what I'm explaining you? I'm hard on my son, but I'm hard on him to the point where I tell him why I'm doing this. And the thing about it is that, like, when it comes to us being young, African American or so-called black, there's no second chances. You feel me? When you 13 or 16 or 20, or not even that, you get like big consequences for little things. So, for example, somebody might go to jail at 15. They want to give somebody 25 years.
So when it's a black man or
You
a black,
understand?
or a black young boy, they
Right.
trying to punish them at 11,
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
10, 11.
Yeah.
Yes.
12,
You
They
understand?
want to give him the
That's a
maximum
fact, yeah.
consequence.
Treat
You
him like a
understand?
grown man.
Absolutely,
At
facts.
11, yeah.
So I just say that to say to piggyback on what you're doing is that I look up to the youth. And I respect them, like, cause I want respect. And when you young, that age, even I think of like even being the age I am now, I always want to respect.
Sometimes it's tough to, like, not to say necessarily have respect, but sometimes it's tough to, like, necessarily respect a kid's opinion because sometimes they don't be known, haven't lived life.
But let me say something to you,
You know?
B.
Put me on,
It's
yeah.
like it's easy for you to say that, and it's respectfully because you have both your parents. So when you got your dad in the household, you got more type of respect. I could look at a kid and see if he had a father or not, because how you carry yourself. You understand? So the way how you carry yourself, people will look at you different because you got both parents.
Yeah, that play a major
feel me?
part. That definitely
That's
play a
a
major
fact.
part.
You understand? So like I said, it's different from you saying that.
Cause listen, it's just some shit you just don't do. Like
Right.
like I'm gonna say this right now. Like how I was brought up, I couldn't play with my mother. You feel me? My mother would give me a certain look, and I already know what time it is. You feel me?
That's a
Well, my
fact.
mom was Italian, bro. She was kind of tough, bro.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say that to say this. Like it all depends on how you was brought up. How Scrap just said.
yeah,
Like
I would get jumped. Them niggas would jump me.
So
you
it's-
ain't got no direction, and
It's
you ain't got no
quiet.
home
Yeah.
training.
Facts.
Low
Right.
key,
Yeah.
low key with a black father in the household, it's
Right.
almost a crutch for the kid.
right.
And meaning crutch meaning that he
You got
still
that extra.
has
You got that support. You got
he-
help.
that, but he still has that time extension to
Right.
be a kid.
Yeah,
Right.
You understand? He don't gotta grow up so quick,
Right.
but
He
he
don't gotta
does
grow up
have
so
the
quick.
father
Wow.
figure.
Right, that's
He's
a
there.
fact. But
He's
the thing
there.
about
He's
it,
a
your
part of the
father,
life,
your
right.
father prep you. He give you preparation.
Preparation.
And the thing
Absolutely.
about it, like I told you again with my son, I'm hard on him, but I explain to him why he's getting this. And I always, my lingo and my thing is this: we represent each other. Whether you're 13, I'm 35. When you go out in this world, and you're not with me. You represent me. Just like when I go to work, I represent you. You
that
follow
last
what I'm
name.
saying?
It's that last
Absolutely.
name.
So like I said again, far as with the thing what I was explaining to you, that is a different respect level when you got both parents. The way you
fact.
walk and the way you carry yourself, B, know what I mean, is different, and people could look at you and be like, nah, I know he got a dad. You follow?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when people that don't got it, I could see it.
Yeah,
and me
yeah.
being a parent, so it's kind of different. So like I said again, like I said, the question you was asking, back to that, because we kind of drift off.
Yeah, we
I
definitely-
look up to the youth, whether you 20, whether you 30, anybody under me that's younger, 26, 25, I look up to, and I always give them a helping hand. Always, whether you're an artist, whether you're a bum, whatever you think you are, whether you got low self-esteem, I always extend my hand to everybody who know me. That's how I am. I'm genuine, and it's kind of hard with this industry because it's like everybody wants something for something.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
And I'm
bro.
a
This is-
person,
yeah.
and I'm a person, and I can speak for me. You understand? I'm a person that if I don't forget where I came from. So if I make it big off of you, we gonna do business. Listen, I know at the end of the day, you the courtesy of why I made this. We could write a proposal up, or we could get some lawyers, and I think that you could get a bag off of it because you the reason why I'm here. But it's kind of hard because it's like a lot of people they dealt with the snakes, and then when they deal with the good people, they take what the snakes did to them.
Exactly.
You understand? But like I said, I look up to the youth. And shout out to like all the youngers that's under us, man, shout out to all of them, man, the young dudes. And if you grinding, and if I can help, I'm here, man. Y'all could, my Instagram, scrap_LR.
Yo, bro, that was crazy. You really have like a real passion for the youth, man.
It's the
Like,
passion comes out when you have the knowledge, man. Once
Right.
you know, once you have the knowing, the
So-
passion's
Yeah,
there.
once you got the knowing,
So where did you find your enlightenment?
From like being around people. My grandmother raised me. I ain't have no mother, no father. You understand? I've been through a lot of stuff, like far as like in the household. We're not even talking about street stuff. We talking about things outside the street. And a lot of that is like experience. Like, you understand? I didn't have no father. I didn't have no mother. So my grandmother was hard. I had to iron my clothes for the week. I had to fold up. She had to clean up the bathroom. So a lot of this going on. And then there's like a lot of older people who seen stuff in me that I didn't see in myself. And they kind of like, gave me the ropes and helped me and, guided me to, different ways and just help me and just gave me that male figure,
Yeah,
the things
yeah.
that they could give me, because everybody always want their father. But if you got a male that got something that you like, you take things from everybody and you try to make your own little
community.
recipe.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You understand?
Hey man, it's tough for a single mom. Cause listen, cause my sister is a single mother. You feel me? And I see a lot of the shit she goes through,
Right.
and like she says it all the time. Like if it wasn't for all of y'all, I don't think I could really be here, or I don't think I could get my kids. Even my kids wouldn't even be here.
Right.
And like you know what I mean? Like it's crazy with the single mom. Like it's almost like you have when you're raised by a single mom or raised with no parents or whatever. Your parenting is literally your community.
Well-
and if your that's the thing. But if your community is bad to you,
I was just about to say, well, this day and age, they got a lot of like, opportunities for the females. You feel me? Especially for the single mothers.
For sure.
Especially the single mothers.
Yup.
So,
Section
if
8.
a female, if you're coming across a female that ain't really taking care of what she got to take care of or handling her business, she no good.
that's a fact.
Yup, that's
You
a
feel me?
fact.
There's
yeah.
so
And
many
that's a
opportunities.
good point,
Like
Cheese.
how you said, like that's old school rules. Like you feel me? That's that's in stone. That's set in stone. But nowadays, the world we living in, oh man,
I feel like
you got.
I look at it as the world we live in, especially with the times they taking things that we learned from our grandparents,
Right.
things that we learned from our parents' era, not necessarily from our parents, but from our parents' era, and then us, we jam that together. And now with the lesser kids, I say the lesser kids, but the youth, the
Right.
younger kids, what they do, it was almost, we were so concentrated on our parents and grandparents' era, being us,
Right.
we just kind of left them.
I understand
Almost
that.
left them in the
Right.
back, like we not
Nah,
even
that's
worried.
true.
As long as y'all coming in with us, you gonna be good.
Right.
We almost took that forefront as an era, being
Right.
35 and 87.
Right,
and
right,
that's
right.
it.
So let me ask you, like that's true, but you gotta understand this too, is that's a good point you made, but it's about not leaving them. You get what I'm explaining?
Yeah.
So now when you do all that and you with a kid, don't leave them. You understand? Because a lot of people, you do all this and you break away, but it's the consistency. You get what I'm explaining? And that plays a big role too. A lot of people inconsistent, especially when they want to be a boss.
that's a
You get what I'm
fact.
explaining to you?
Fact.
That's
a
crazy.
Fact. That's a fact.
So
like that,
I
yeah.
understand what you're saying a lot. That's an excellent point. But it's like the consistency, where it's gonna be at. Cause you can say anything, but it's like I said again, if you
What's
want-
your actions?
right?
Yeah, what's
If
the
I don't got no
actions,
father or I don't got no big brother or uncle, and you supposed to be holding me down, I need to see you every day, not every other day or not once a month. So that's where consistency come at. So
Got
when
you,
you play
yeah.
that role, you got to be consistent with it.
Now, as far as consistency, what do you feel about the variables that we're given as black men? And
you
we're literally set up to be
The things we can't
inconsistent.
control.
We're literally set up to be not inconsistent. So to the inconsistencies, as far as what we're taught in the school systems,
Yeah.
as far as what we see on
Right.
television programming,
Yeah,
as
the
far as
idiot
what
box,
we're
yeah.
around,
Yeah.
you know. So we already starting off with no consistency.
Right, we
And-
already-
yeah,
that's
we
how we
already
starting
the
off.
board. The board is already set
It's
up,
set up for
designed
us,
for that.
yeah.
You know.
For,
So
for especially black men in the field. You're right.
Right? Nah, right. But
my question would be, I guess, what do you feel about that? Though?
I'm gonna answer you right now.
Yeah.
The question you were saying about that scoop is that, like you said, the cards are dealt wrong, and we're gonna go back to the foundation, from our mother and our father.
Right.
When
That's
you
what
got a
it'll go
female,
back to.
you gotta understand this, bro. A cat can't raise a dog. A cat can raise a puppy, and a dog can raise a kitten. You get it? So once you being raised by a single mother, and like I said, a million salutes to single mothers, but their job is not to raise boys.
Facts.
You get what I'm explaining? So now you already
that.
came in the game. You already came in the game with 10 you came through with boulders and bricks on your back because of female raising you. They could show you, and your mother don't really teach you. You mimic your mother because guys catch on quick. That's because we got discernment. You get it? So now, how you could really teach somebody and you wasn't even taught right? You get it?
Exactly. Yeah,
So like I
yeah.
said again, so now it's all learned behavior. And that's why I told you in the beginning, it's like that. It's like I'm reteaching myself because now I know the truth.
Now you know the truth.
feel
yeah,
me?
Now you got the knowledge.
So, right.
Yeah.
So this is me not having my father and him being substituted from that. Now it's like, dag, I gotta reteach myself again. And it's like seeds that's playing in my head from my mother or my grandmother or any female that I gotta pluck out. That was just like, it takes years and decades to get it out.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm explaining?
agree.
And does
You
it ever really? I ain't gonna hold you. Does it ever really? Do you ever really lose it? Once you got it, don't
do you
do
lose? No, you don't lose it because, like, naturally, like God, the Most High, and whatever anybody believe in, whether you Buddhism, Hinduism,
whatever
Muslim,
you title it,
yes,
it's the energy.
all,
We talking about what the energy
so
is.
I don't want nobody to come like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
big
an
on
atheist.
energy.
You understand?
yeah,
Let's just, you know, you gotta give. I respect everybody's religion.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever's watching it, respectful. I'm respectful to each and every one of y'all religions. I don't want y'all to. There's no no cap. There's no disrespect to nobody's religion because I'm big on respect. You understand? But I'm just saying though, like I said, a lot of this you never lose it because the Most High give us discernment. We got it. If I go to your wife's house, right, and I knock on the door, right, and she pick up, what's going on? How you doing? Once she pick up, I could sell her this bottle of water by giving her a compliment. Yo, you gorgeous. I like your skin tone. Oh, you do? Yo, you want to buy this bottle? How much? I got you. Now, if I knock on the door, you enter the door. Yo, what's up, school? Oh, how you doing, sir? I'll meet you. Yo, I want off the rip. Yo, what do you want? You gonna get right to it, whether I give you a compliment or not. So we got discernment. We could catch things right away. So when you get the truth, it's hard to lose it when you know
That's
it.
the difference between
You
the
understand?
male
Right. And
the female.
right?
That's
So this
the
is
difference.
why once you take them out the household, this is where the turmoil you come at because women go off emotions. A female could
No, but not to take nothing from the females. Like they like we cut from a different cloth. Like the woman can never be superior
At all.
to the man. Like you feel me? The man is the head of the household.
But I could say the man can never be as strong as a woman, though.
But like I said, discernment, bro.
Listen,
that's,
I hear where you coming from. I listen, for the perfect example, I feel you coming from. What you mean?
Yeah,
I
but
feel
you
like
gotta
a
elaborate
man,
on that, bro.
some of the, I feel like women, like I said, at the end of the day, it's quote unquote, it's a man's world. You know what I mean?
Right.
So at the end of the day, they're already starting off behind the 8 ball. Now, given that they're a black
But
woman too,
who's they? Who's starting behind the 8 ball?
women.
But you gotta understand this again. You saying something on women where women when you look at it, it's always a mother everywhere you go, bro.
Of course.
Right. So how you gotta realize this. If you go to the court system, right, and you pull a kid out there, either they gonna give it to the grandmother, the aunt. It's never a man get that, bro.
Yeah,
so how
yeah.
they behind the 8 ball and it's a game that they've been ahead of the game way before us.
Well, that's
what
a
I'm
different.
saying.
That's a different. I'm talking about just in not as I'm
But
talking about
everywhere,
women
bro,
in general.
Yeah, but in general
Yeah.
too, white, black, Chinese, women always got the ahead. When it comes to that, they're ahead of the race, bro. We just catching
They
up, bro.
definitely, in that
just
sense,
catch
yes.
it all.
So you can't
Like I
put
just
them
said
behind it.
earlier,
You
go
can't
back
put
to
them
what I
behind it.
said.
You can't put them
They got
behind the
it
8 ball
easy.
because we stronger than them. You can't do that because God made us stronger than them. You gotta call a spade, whether it's your mother, whether it's your aunt or your sister. Call a spade, bro. And that's my thing. Let's call it what it is. If my mother was a crackhead, she was a crack. I'm not gonna be like, oh, my mother did drugs to take off what it really is.
Yeah,
You follow what I'm explaining? So let's call it what it is. If I'm a crackhead, I'm a crackhead. If I'm a deadbeat, don't call it that when it's a man, but it's a female. Oh, yo, she just do drugs.
Nah, that's absolutely.
So
correct.
you think
That's
people try
correct.
to lighten the blow
You
for
know
women?
that, bro, because
Yeah, that's
you
a
even
fact.
did it yourself, and it's respectful.
But I also do believe though it is tough in some senses for women to be successful to
See,
seek aid for a woman. It's very easy,
But they act for that, bro.
but not always.
They act for it.
But
When they
not
didn't have-
every woman wants to be.
But bro, they
yeah.
they had to vote to get. They couldn't vote or do nothing, bro. They got together back in the '60s and they did all that shit together to be able to vote and work because they were just in the crib. So they got to be mad at each other. They act for that.
But this isn't. You can't. But this isn't every woman. But you can't box every woman in the same category that they just want something from a nigga. That's just not.
Bro, okay, let me ask you a question, bro. If you got a wife, right, or whoever it is, right?
My
and
girl
and-
right here.
Right, and it's 100%. This is respectful to your wife or whoever, right,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah.
You gotta realize this, bro. You're the prize, and it's no disrespectful to nobody. I talk to my sisters like this. You understand? And I respect what because women play a role and they give us a certain piece too as well. If I walk in the street, let's use Scoop. If you with your girl Scoop, right, and you have and 3 girls try to jump your girl, you can knock all 3 of them out. But if 3 dudes try to jump you, only thing your girl do is scream and call police. If you take away money, if you take away the government, if you take away anything, a girl can't do nothing for you. You feel me? If you take away money, everything, we gotta survive with nothing. Niggas could just rob you with like no.
Woo! That shit was crazy,
Come
bro.
on,
That's
bro.
crazy.
So talk the truth. If you want to speak, let's speak.
Bro, because that's fuck. Because bro, I am very big into take everything away, strip it all,
Come on.
and this is what it is, and that's you just had to put
Come
it.
on,
That
bro.
was crazy, bro. That was insane.
So call it. Just at the end of the day, is like if I'm gonna be here, just call it what it is, bro. Like at the end of the day, is if I got a booger on my nose, just say it. Don't be like, yo, I think you got something on your nose. You know it's a booger.
Stupid.
You follow?
Yeah.
Just say what it is with me. I'd rather
You're a very
like that.
pragmatic individual.
Off the rip,
Yeah,
off
yeah.
the rip, bro. That's just how I am.
You go off absolute.
Off
That's
the gate.
yeah,
Listen,
of course.
Because there's no middle button. There's no
There
middle
isn't.
button.
There is not.
It's either
There's-
yes or no. You rock with me or not. It's not. Oh, I
Ain't no
think.
in between. Ain't
At
no in
all.
between.
Yoda
Follow,
said
bro?
it best:
Boom.
do or do not. There is no try.
Period, bro.
You do it or you
so
don't.
when you saying certain things about a boy because you got a mother, or a boy because you got a girl, a boy because you got a daughter or a son, or whoever, call it what it is, bro. Because they got rights just as well as we, but they act for what they got. I want to work. I want to vote. Oh, that's what you want to do? The women liberation. Look it up. Whoever do it. I know people who's on here know about that. You could, in the '60s, it's women liberation. They came together and they wanted to vote and vote and work. They gave them that. So get mad at your sisters.
Get mad at your granny.
You with me, bro?
They wanted. So we was going in our secret societies as men,
Come on, bro.
and we was dictating shit, telling niggas how it was gonna go. And what happened was somebody's wife wanted to come to the meeting that day, and we wasn't jacking it. And that's when it happened. Then she started getting all the wives together and said, "Listen, we could do what they're doing. We could be in those meetings. Why we not in those meetings?"
Right.
Why
And
we
that's
not in
where,
those
from the
meetings?
jump,
Why we can't do what y'all doing?
that's where it went
Come on, bro.
wrong.
Facts.
That's where it went
on.
wrong. It's very cut and dry.
Exactly.
That's what happened.
Y'all can't
Exactly.
do
I
everything
mean,
we doing.
They wanted the bowl.
Exactly. Everything.
It was just for the
Oh,
fellas.
y'all want to y'all want to fly the plane? Y'all can't fly the
bro.
plane like me.
Everything, and even when you go to scriptures, bro, the female, the scriptures, the Most High, His words, and I know the Bible.
We can get into this. This is my
I
shit.
know the Bible was tampered, so I'm not a person that be like, oh, everything that's in there, it wasn't tampered with because it was touched up. You understand? But it says that when you break it down, like the story I gave you, if I knock on the door and selling you something, we have discernment. When you say that women stronger than us emotionally, that's true. But you got to realize this, God. You know why women is stronger than us emotionally? Because
They're the
God-
homemakers.
No, God God. Women was able to bear children. So when he was able to bear children, he know that if a female not good for herself, she's not gonna be good for her kids. So when she messed up, fucked up in her mind and messed up, she's not good to those kids. So God gave her that power to have discernment, to be strong and be emotionally strong to take care of kids. Cause who the kids with most of the time?
Their mother.
9 months, exactly. So that's why women are stronger. It's emotional. You get it? But all around the board, when you look at everything, when a woman get a certain age, guys don't want it. If you was a millionaire and a girl, you don't want no girl 30 and 40 if you're a millionaire. You want young joints. But when we
Agreed.
get older, we could be 30, 40. Once we get the grade, we mature. We could have babies till we 90.
Yeah.
So who the prize?
But
So you gotta always
listen,
talk
that's crazy.
facts, bro.
Yeah,
you feel me? And I'm not saying you love your girl. You always
One thing I do agree with men being the prize is the fact that men can actually increase their value.
absolutely.
That's one thing I
Right.
can honestly
Yes.
wholeheartedly. I've always believed that, because at the end of the day, I feel like women and men it's almost like a stock game,
Right.
And a woman's stock can be you can be a Fortune 500 stock. And at the end of the day, you're just gonna fall because the looks might go, the mentality, just from being single, the bitterness may come, and the mental, you know what I mean? All that shit's gonna drag
That's all
you down.
Scrap is saying.
but as a
though.
dude,
that's what Scrap's trying to
yeah,
tell you.
that's crazy.
You know
So
what
let
I'm
me,
saying?
let me ask you something,
yeah.
bro. So at the end of the day, whether a girl got money or not, she's still a female, right? So if you make $1 million and you can't cook, I don't want you. If you make $1 billion and you can't be nice to me or talk to me or let me know you need me, I don't want you. So you gotta realize this: when it comes to men and women, women is looks, men is money. So no matter how much money a girl got, it don't matter. Cause can you cook? Can you clean?
do that?
How the head is? How the box is? Can you tell me Can you tell me you
That's
appreciate
why,
me?
that's why I don't
That's a
respect
fact.
that Cardi B.
know what
line.
it is,
that
bro?
Cardi B line. I don't cook. I don't clean.
Come on, bitch.
You know what it
You
is?
feel me? I don't
I
like
could
that.
build. I could build.
I don't like it.
I could build the house. I don't want to take care of the motherfucker.
Come on, bro.
So I need my joint.
Come on,
I
bro.
need you to take care
Come
of that.
on, bro.
You understand? I could
Come
build
on.
it.
Come on.
I just need you to take
Come
care
on,
of it.
bro.
That's it.
So
So I have a
There's the
question.
difference between men and the female.
right.
Are y'all the
You know what I
type?
mean?
Are y'all the type that the female pays for nothing when you with
nah,
her? Or you go
I'ma keep it-
50-50?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
Break it
At
down.
the end of the day is like this is my thing, right?
It's about to
Just,
get crazy.
just make. I'll pay every time if you make an effort.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go out and I see you go in your pocket like I got it, I'll be like, yo, put that away. I got it. You
about the
understand?
effort.
A joint that really like you and love you, she know what you go through just
Right.
being a man, bro. Any day could be our last day, bro.
Facts.
You could die. I could die tomorrow, and I'm not speaking. I'm just talking facts because this is how it works. Me and you
Right.
could look at each other, and it's up
Yeah.
like that, bro.
Yeah.
When you deal with your girl, you a bodyguard to your girl every day.
Right.
If somebody slap your girl, you gotta hold her down.
Facts.
That's mandatory.
You understand? So
Yeah.
if a girl slap you, your girl ain't gonna come. Or I never seen no. It's
debatable whether
right,
she.
Exactly, bro. What
it's
you did to
understandable.
her?
Yeah.
What you said to her? You probably like her.
Yeah.
You feel me? But we can't do that because once we do that, she don't like us no more.
Yeah,
She'll jump out the window before.
Come on, bro.
That's crazy.
Come on, bro.
You're putting a lot of perspective.
Come on, bro. So you gotta really like talk it what it is, bro. And once you see life in a good in a true manner,
like
now you can maneuver more.
Like from my aspect, you know, from an artist being on two tours and just, you know, traveling and just going from city to city, you know, just meeting, you know, different females. Like, yeah, like you said, it's all about the effort. You feel me? Because they know they you know, looks will always be deceiving. You feel me?
Fact,
you know, they could think I got $1 million. They see me with French all day. Oh yeah, he got it.
That's a fact.
But listen, if you make that effort, oh yeah, you ain't gotta worry about it. You feel me? And 9 times out of 10, that's how it is with me. You feel me? That's how it is with me. They you know, that's why my relationships or even my friendships, they be long term.
So
you feel me?
So y'all don't like the boss type female, like a
bro,
female that got
that's-
hers and shit?
Cause bro,
Well,
no,
it's cool.
I love it.
It's
I
cool.
love that you got yours, but don't act like you better than me because it's easy.
No, not even that.
But it's easy for girls to get stuff than us. If you gotta realize this, when you look at jobs, a guy hire a girl before you.
Yeah.
If you're a landlord, you'll have a guy living in your tenement before a girl. You have a girl living in before a
For
guy.
sure.
You know why, right?
Yeah.
Because if you kick a girl out, it won't be nothing. You kick a dude out here, kill you 3 years later. I remember that's the nigga that kicked me out.
Facts.
So this is why it's less things you gotta go through. So a girl get hired before a guy, any given moment.
I see that. I could see
You
that.
get what I'm explaining? So society make it that way. And what society do is that they give women all these perks, and when they 40 and 50, they alone. So the government use you for you to be lonely.
But
They give you Section 8, they give you child support, they
but-
give you welfare, but then at the end you done.
See, but that's the thing though. Like, all right, so like for my relationship, for example, like my girl.
Listen, man, I don't want to get
Listen,
swung on, man.
No,
We're not gonna get swung on, right?
no, hell no.
Let
bro,
me know
nah.
we're not gonna get swung on.
Nah, me and my girl have
All right,
talks
bro,
like that.
I know.
We have deep talks like
I'm
this
just
all the
asking, I
time.
ain't trying to get jumped after. Like, you say something about her, and I got the Patias out there on the MS-13. Yeah, bro. Yeah, shout out to Sis, though, man. But, you know.
Nah, but so basically, like with her, like I promote her being like a boss. Like, I promote her like, listen, you don't want me to own you. At the end of the day, no matter how you want to flip it,
Right.
when you are not winning bread, when you are not paying your way, like you're owned. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you, because when at the end of the day, if I'm the man and I control all the finances, I can take away. You have to ask me for permission.
But it's
That's it. And you say it isn't, but let's get into actual real brass tacks. That's what it is. Because it may not be because we have the mental. We're not bad people. So obviously,
you said you own her when you paying everything.
not saying that's what I don't believe that myself, but that is kind of what it is.
So let me say
because you
something,
can
bro.
cut on and cut off of everything.
What you doing? Like I said before, you trying to put a square in a triangle in a square, and I'm gonna say that, and that goes back to women liberations. They
Right.
ask to
It go-
work.
I was just about to
you
say,
can't
it go
keep
back
going
to the
right. You
men
can't.
But what I was saying is because you said basically that, you know what I mean, like if she just makes an effort, you know what I mean, you'll
Right.
pay her way basically.
course.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you wouldn't want her to just have her own.
Nah, because I think that we a team. If you my bro and we go out to eat, it's on me. You gotta keep mental notes. If you my bro and I came one time with water, it shouldn't be no problem. Whether you gonna make an effort at the end of the day. You feel me? And you gotta realize this too. As time go on, when you deal with other women, and when you deal with other women and girls deal with other guys, you start picking what's what. You wasn't picked by mistake. You feel me? So when you deal with guys, when guys deal with girls, you deal with girls that had less mistakes than the last girl. And just when guys deal with girls, you deal with the less
that's a
one. You
fact.
feel me? So when people dealing with people, you ain't gonna deal with the same girl that you went through with your ex. You wanna deal, like I remember she argued. I need a girl that don't argue. You feel me?
feel
So
that.
when you with this person, you kinda, as you get older, you start learning. I'm not doing this more. And then she watch you. Women be plotting, bro. They know.
Hey yo, what I do different from the last nigga? Nah, let me stop.
Shout out to Sis, man. But you with me though, right? So I understand you. So if we going together as a team, either if you go, or matter of fact, I pay the bill, you tip. That's how we could do things as a team.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you pay this time and I tip.
I feel
we
that.
could switch it up
I
like
feel
that.
that. I feel
And this
that.
is a team. It's not like, I pay, because now when somebody's doing one thing, that's where the problem comes. Nigga, I paid the last 8
All
times.
right, so if you living together, how you think the bill should go?
I feel like it should be, if you living together, I feel like at the end of the day it should be split too, or according to who make the most. So now if I make 80 grand and my shorty make 40, I take the rent and you could do the light and everything else. So I take the vast majority of stuff. You understand? Because at the end of the day, that's how I be. I could do the rent and probably the light. You could probably do the food and stuff. Sometimes it don't work out like that because the thing about women, you think your girl making 40, but she be making 90. Women be hustling, bro.
Facts.
Women be hustling, bro. So the things that you think they make things work, bro. I'm tell you that, bro.
I swear to God, bro. That's literally women were like in my life, in my experience. Girls were the first people with the cribs and with the, you know what I mean, with the car, with the nice cars and shit, on some shit like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm talking about like regular 9 to 5, regular 9 to 5 people. They was dead ass like the first ones with they shit together. They do mature faster though.
But you gotta realize
it's
this
easier
too.
for them. It's easier for them to gain financial success.
Because you gotta realize there's always a mother around, bro.
You gotta talk more into the mic.
You gotta understand this. Pause. You gotta understand this, bro.
That was crazy. Yeah, nah.
Yo, listen, no, B. You gotta understand is that, like I told you again, in every family household, pardon me, it's always more women than men in the family. Always, bro.
Drink your water, Buzzy.
Nah, I'm done, bro. It's a wrap.
Yo, you get more water?
So I say that to say this is that I'm good, bro. I appreciate you. I say that to say this, right, is that in every household, right, it's always more women than men. Always. You understand? And what you gotta realize this is that there's always more examples for women than it's men. You get it? They came up with Section 8. Section 8, the men can't be in the household. So society give women perks to keep men away for a reason.
Yo, that's what they just said.
You feel me?
That's why they on welfare to keep,
so now,
it's made for the women to be alone.
Right, exactly. So now I say that to say this is that it's always an example. When it comes to men, like when I grew up, it wasn't a lot of examples out there for us. You feel what I'm explaining? And if it was like drug dealers, it was like gangsters. Think about it. We got Al Poe. That's when I grew up. Al Poe. We got the BMF dudes, Big Meech and all examples that came with us. It was just bad examples in the black community.
So do you feel that now there's more positive examples?
Absolutely, it's more positive. But now it's kind of a pro and a con because it's what you take. It's what you take. Right.
Now it's all entertainment.
So the thing about it is that you can look up to somebody. You can look up to somebody doing the wrong thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like I said again, like
I really believe I feel like a lot of the people on top have done a lot of wrong things though.
Of course.
Most of them.
But we all did. We all did. We got skeletons in our closet that only God and we know about. So you gotta when you like they said, when one finger pointing at you, it's 3 pointing back at you.
And I'm not pointing the finger.
No, I'm just saying in general because even with me, I can hold accountability for things I didn't got away with. You feel me?
That's the word that we lost in translation.
Accountability. Absolutely. You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm with you with that.
Yo, man, we went so crazy on this topic. We barely even got to talk about the music. So can we get into the?
No, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start with you, Scrap. When did you start with your music?
I've been rapping for a while. Like I've been like 12 years or whatever. And it was like I always been like a corral. You see, I talk a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody know me. I like to talk a lot. That's like therapy for me. Because that's how you get to know somebody when you talk to somebody.
You ever try to seek therapy? I think you seem like the type to like actually like believe in that shit. You know what I mean?
What therapy?
Yeah.
This is therapy right here. I don't believe going to somebody for help because when you get paid for something, you do something genuine, it's different.
I feel that.
You feel me?
Sit in front of a pink stranger.
And the thing of that's a fact, bro.
To sit in front of a pink stranger
that
and
shit
tell
ain't
them
genuine,
bro.
I feel that
shit
is not genuine.
And they don't.
Yes.
I'd rather tell somebody that knows me that's gonna judge me the proper way. Because everybody's gonna judge you. I just rather
be judged the proper way.
I'd rather be judged the proper way.
Absolutely,
so I'm gonna speak to somebody that
I can contrast that. I
that
can
knows
contrast
me.
that statement though, because with that being said, a lot of people speak from their personal emotions, and that's the thing. Yeah, and that shit is not good because not. Me directing you of how I feel you should do. It's different than someone who is actually doesn't really give a fuck about you.
Right. Let me ask you
and
something.
Actually maybe giving you something that's black and you know what I mean.
So now added on top of that, right? Like I said, you can't really relate to me with me and you, and I don't mean far as being tough or gangster or money, none of that. You grow both your parents, and I didn't. So now, if you was my therapist, you could just tell me what you think because everything is a book that you read to get to your degree.
Yeah.
You get what I'm explaining?
Yeah.
So now, when you telling me, what should I understand? I can't. But now, if I took to school and he didn't have both, he could feel more and be more passionate because he understand what I've been through.
He can relate more.
You feel me? And he's a seed that's in his mind. So you don't know my seeds in my mind like he do.
Scoop had both parents, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
I know. No. But I'm just I ain't saying that. I'm just saying that as an example.
Yeah, listen, I'm a nigga that grew up with both parents.
Right.
But what was going on in my household wasn't going on in everybody's household.
Right.
That grows up with both parents.
Right.
You you never know what's like you said.
Just-
You never know the
yes,
seeds. That's
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that's
Go ahead,
so
yeah,
not
yeah.
to
Nah,
cut
my
you,
bad, yeah.
I apologize. So like I was just telling you back to your thing is that when it comes to therapy, I could talk to him more because the things that we'll go through, just as being a so-called black man, you might not go through.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
get what I'm explaining?
I feel
So
that.
when I talk to a therapist, if he's white, our trenches ain't his trenches. You feel me? When
100%.
I'm around where I seen people go through a lot of things where it's like mind-boggling.
You don't
where
even gotta
today,
say it, yeah.
that's why I
Yeah,
pause.
fuck
I
your-
seen,
fuck your
I seen,
head up.
yeah.
I know.
I seen
Yeah.
drug addicts. I seen
Yeah.
people. You
Change
understand?
your
So
life.
the hood and line, like I said again, you ain't got to. You could be in the Hamptons and anything can happen.
Yeah, yeah,
You understand?
of
It's
course.
tough people everywhere. Shout out to Long Island. I'm not saying that, but our struggle ain't y'all struggle. It's nice out here, bro. I love it out here. You feel what I'm explaining? We coming from it's not yo, bro. Come on, South Bronx.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Washington, Webster, Malhaven, Patterson. This week going to Skate Key. Come on, bro. Most of my friends is out here that I know. Some of my friends I can look on inmate lookout. They release dates is 2050.
That's fucking.
That I know, like we talking like us, bro. You know, people don't got friends that go through that. You understand? A lot of our friends, you know that cheese, Malhaven. Like, come on, bro. So it's just that, like I said again, I never take nothing from them because everybody trench is different. But I've been in different parts, and I'm a person that had parents like my grandmother and my uncle. They worked for the city. They had good jobs, so I'm used to things. So my family used to live in Central Isis, so we had big houses. So I kind of seen different things. I wasn't just in pissy projects and X, Y, Z and the third. You understand? So I seen good.
Yeah, yeah.
You get it? So y'all bad wasn't I bad. You understand what I'm explaining you?
The funny thing is, I was just thinking in my head, like, he was calling CI good. I don't think CI's a bad neighborhood at all. But if you ask the right person, like, if you ask a white person,
Yeah.
you want to move to CI, they're gonna be like, no.
Right, but if you ask, but you won't even
Dead
if you
ass.
tell a white person you want to move to Washington, they be like, what?
Yeah, they gonna look at you
Google
crazy.
that shit. They be
Yeah.
like, nigga, like,
Just get the fuck.
yeah, you gonna get called an N-word, like, like, you feel me, bro? Gangster, like, you understand? So, like I said, I've been grinding for like 12 years. Back to the question you asked. And you know, like I just been grinding, like, you know, I've been with French running around with the whole Cocaine City wave, like we came from that.
Did you get the tour with them back in like?
Nah, I
when-
did like
during the
I did like
mixtape
a
tours?
few. I did like a few joints with them. Like I
Yeah.
went to like a few because you know like I said again, I got a son and a daughter. And when you got kids, like your life stops.
Yeah, for
I can't
sure.
go to a show if my son got open school night. I can't go to a show if my son play ball. I gotta go to that game. You understand? And like I didn't have my parents, so it's like me not having my parents. I don't want my son to go through that because I know how I feel. You feel
For sure.
abandoned. I can't promise my son I'm gonna buy you a bike and then I gotta go to a show with French.
Okay.
Shout out to French, but it's just handling real stuff. You get what I'm explaining?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
a lot of me not really being where I need to be at the time is because I got my son and
You
my
being
daughter.
selfless.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got a kid, so I have to eat before anything. You get what I'm explaining?
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah.
So that's the reason why. So like I said, I've been doing it for 12. I've been running around with French for a while. Cam and them. I know Cam and I've been running with them. However, I got songs with them. I battle rap.
You mentioned. Oh, you battle.
Oh, you in the
battle
battle?
rap.
You battles too.
I battle
now
too.
look,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Now we talking. Now we talking.
I battle rap. I got like 4 or 5 battles on YouTube.
Okay.
Like I mess with all the top battle rappers. Know me good, Lux personally. You know, Scrap, yeah, got their numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Goods got a song together. And a lot of the battles I did, Good set me up for the battle. Shout out to Good.
Shouts out.
He just had a General Easy to block.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
shout out
you
to
seen
both of
that,
them.
yeah,
Yeah,
shouts
that
out
shit was
to both
crazy.
of them.
Yeah, so
Who you think took that? 2-1?
nah,
or
I give
3-0?
it like I said,
Gentleman's 30.
Goods is my guy. I love Goods with all my heart. Like literally, like that's my guy. And it's you know, I give it Goods is like I said, it could have went 2 way either one, but I'm gonna go the easy side, and I'm real. I'm not gonna just say that because that's my guy.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
my brother and you get beat up and you got the lumps, I ain't gonna be like you won if you got the eye.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
So I give it to easy, but goods it's hard to do that. You feel me? So
I got
anybody
you,
could say you
yeah.
lost, and then it's kind of either or because goods ain't battling 4 years.
So he did good. So
Right.
Goods was goods.
Absolutely. You understand? And if you ain't battling for 4 years to somebody who's doing it all the time and he still kept up with you, it's like, come on, bro.
That's a fact,
You feel me?
yeah.
But shout out to them. But I got battles too on there on YouTube, and like I met a lot of people. I got a
You
song
told me
with
you
Vado.
you told me about a deal you had with Vado before,
Yeah, I got
before
it.
we
It's
started.
called I just got it. It's called Long Run. Vado got his own label called Long Run. So I got a little, you know, I'm on that label, rocking with them. You understand? Shout out to Vado. And you know, Cheezy got the Underboss. He got his label too as well. So I got a joint venture where I do music under that. Like a lot of people don't know the difference between the distributions. Like you understand, it's different things where you can. So
yeah.
like basically, I'm under both of the labels.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So I got a certain amount of albums I got to put out under there, and then we see how that works.
How many artists you got on Underdog?
Underboss.
Underboss, I'm sorry.
Underboss.
I'm bugging.
Underboss.
I'm told you I'm bad with names.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It happens.
Well, right now, you know, I'm just working on me right now. But you know, it's definitely artists reaching out. you know, because we've been started this underboss movement.
How
for a
long
little
you been?
minute.
When was the introduction to the world?
Been a while.
Yeah, it's
Underboss.
been a while.
Been a minute.
man.
It
Yeah.
just be like real stuff came up. You know, he running around.
Yeah, that's
he
a
trying to
fact.
get his stuff together.
But
then
to
I'm
be
running
specific,
around.
we like probably like I said like what 4 years?
Yeah, probably like three,
4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Word.
But we've been working on. If you look on
We
YouTube,
done had some merchandise a
Yeah,
little
merch,
bit.
all that.
You
We
feel me? We
got-
just got to pick it back up, pick
Right,
the
right,
pace
right.
back up. We just once we get focused and get our shit together, then
Facts, yeah,
you
but
know
it's
we gonna
like-
start grabbing artists, models,
Right,
whatever.
right.
And you know the way I be thinking and brainstorming, like I got a bigger game plan for
Yes.
the movement. You feel
yeah,
me?
absolutely.
So let me ask y'all fellas a question. Does the music ever start slowing down? When
What
you
you
so
mean?
when you get wrapped up, when regular life
Well,
gets wrapped up
only-
into making
it
so
only-
much
Nah, listen, it
work.
only slows down when you want it to
Yes,
slow down.
yep, that's a fact.
You feel me,
Yeah,
bro?
that's a big fact.
Have you got to that
from,
point,
from
Cheese?
experience?
Have you got to that point where you
on
slow
and
down?
off? Well, on and off. You feel me? Well,
Yeah.
like I tell everybody now, like right now, I'm not gonna say I'm back and I'm better, but I'm focused
Never
right
was
now.
going
I'm
nowhere.
locked
It was
in.
like,
You feel
yeah,
me? I ain't
locked
really
in.
never
Yeah,
go
never
nowhere,
go
but
nowhere.
I'm locked in right now.
Been,
I'm
but it's
locked
like-
back in. You feel
It
me?
never, it never
So
slow
it's-
up. It's never slow because that's what we do. Like we cannot rap and walk around.
Right,
People
like
gonna
how he
think we
said
rapping.
earlier, you got shit you gotta handle and
Right.
maintain. You feel me?
Facts.
And as a person and
So
as an
music
adult,
music
and-
is a
and
priority
life.
that
Absolutely,
you gotta
yeah.
maintain. That
Yeah,
you
but,
gotta
but
maintain.
when you
I
got the
you.
when you like I said again, when you got the charisma and you handsome and you fly, you don't gotta do much. I don't gotta do much. I gotta do. I'm solidified. Like you know what I'm saying?
You ain't gotta
Solidified.
do too
So I don't
much.
gotta do. I don't gotta come out to Balenciaga. I could do that. I marry. I'm solidified.
They know.
Off
They
the
know
gate.
when they see it.
You
Yeah,
feel me?
real recognize real. It goes
off
back
the
to that
gate,
thing,
right?
yeah.
So when you saying this music slow, it never slow up. It just now sometimes you gotta slow up to see what's going on. Because
a
sometimes
fact.
you be speeding.
You gotta see what's going
You
on.
feel me? So
gotta
we just
sit
saw
back,
what's going on now.
You
It's
gotta
lit.
readjust.
Yes.
You feel
That's a
me?
fact. Yeah,
That's what it is.
You
So
gotta
it's no
reset.
slowing. Yeah,
That's
right.
why a lot of shit got
Facts.
resets. You feel me? Because
Exactly.
you gotta reset. Even a
Yes.
nigga, you gotta reset on life sometimes. You feel me?
Absolutely. So we always been working. That's regular. We ain't gonna do that. But even if you go on YouTube, you look at YouTube, you're gonna see videos 3 months, 2 months, 3 months. And like I said, a lot of the videos he orchestrate, he helped. You understand? So a lot of things I've been working. And when you a team, it's no who working more than who.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling one,
Ever.
I'm doing. If
Ever,
I'm
yeah.
not feeling, that's why I'm trying. This is how I mess with Vado. So now. So now what I'm saying is this is how I got linked up with Vado through my man Moolah. Shout out to Moolah. But when we working, I'm still working. So no matter what I'm doing, if I'm doing 30 albums and Cheese doing 2, that's 32 together. It's nothing where it's like I'm doing more than him. That's my brother. That's my heart. You feel me? So no matter what, all my work is go together. You get what I'm explaining? And that's how it's supposed to be. If I got a ring and a watch and we're gonna see some joints, you can hold the ring, I got the watch. You feel me? And that's how it's supposed to be off the rip. So it's never when it's a team, it's both. If I got a thou, he got a thou. You feel what I'm explaining?
how it's gotta
Or he
go.
got 5.
Yeah,
you
that's how
understand?
it's
Because
gotta
mine
go.
is
Yeah,
here, so that's just how it works,
That's
bro.
how it's
You
supposed
feel
to
me?
be.
And that's how it is. So it never slows. So if you
But
look at all the
everybody don't
videos,
think like that. That's
You
what
get
I'm
it?
saying.
Listen,
Only
yo,
that-
you know what's
that's
crazy?
a-
Yo,
only that
listen.
certain-
Wanna hear
only
some
that
crazy
This
certain
the
shit
first.
flow.
Hold on, this the first podcast. I don't gotta say nothing, man. I'm sitting over here quiet because
Bro.
what I'm
You
gonna
know
do
what's
is just
crazy?
agree with you all
yeah,
night.
yeah,
I mean,
Nah,
look,
shout out to you,
I
Scoop.
can't-
Yo.
yeah.
shout out, bro. Main
Listen,
salutes,
man,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's
Everybody don't
crazy?
think like that,
We
though.
just had this debate, like, because I have issues with thinking like that. You know what I mean? I'm very like analytical and logical. You know,
like I told you,
I'm very, like,
respectfully, if you're not there, you just not
Yeah,
there. It's
yeah.
like, it wasn't meant
I-
for you. It wasn't.
Right,
I mean,
It wasn't meant for you.
It's just
Like,
my
that's like-
antennas.
like
is
street
just
shit ain't meant for
different, you know what I
everybody,
mean?
like,
Yeah,
It's just-
and we just had this debate yesterday, and niggas had to open my eyes. Like, yo, this isn't
What you mean? How you was? What you
like
mean?
on
Give me
some.
an example.
I do more work than you know what I mean. This is in some insight to what's
Right,
going
right,
on
right.
behind the
Yeah.
scenes.
Right.
We had an argument.
crazy. See how
and,
God worked, though,
and,
right?
and it took my homies
Right.
to really to put shit in perspective. Like they,
Right.
my girl, our other
Right.
mans, and him is all like, yo,
One team, yeah.
da 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 da. Like this is basically saying the same shit as you.
So what I'm
and to hear it regurgitated
But that's how
again,
God works.
it's crazy.
So
bro.
what I'm saying to you,
Yeah.
B, is that you gotta understand this, B. Like when you go through life, you gotta think about other people, bro. Because you gotta realize this. The Most High, you here for a reason, bro.
I
You feel me?
always put myself
Right.
in other people's shoes,
Always,
man,
bro.
in any situation.
Facts.
Man. You know, you gotta think before you do shit, man.
Absolutely. So now if that shit, if you tell, I'm big on words.
Yeah,
if I say you family, you family. It could be 5 years later. We ain't gotta talk every day to be my bro. You feel me? I ain't gotta talk to you every day like, yo, what's good, BT? How's the fam? How's everybody good? Listen, when I see you, cause you got life and I got a life. We don't gotta hang out every day for you to be my man. I cannot see you in 5 years and you can call me like, I need somewhere to go. All right, bring your shit and pull up. That's how it's supposed to be. So if your bro might be, you understand, be lost somewhere, or he might be with a girl, because everybody, different things occupy different people. So he might be going through something with his girl at the time where he only could do 1 record and you could do 20. You feel me? So now it could be the opposite. Now you only could do one, he could do 20, but you want him to understand you.
That's
so
crazy.
how you want somebody? How you gonna always
Nigga
gonna
be
jump?
anything.
Right?
Nigga be going through some street
Absolutely,
shit.
some family shit. His
Family
girl, he don't got
shit.
nowhere to live. It's
Nigga
crazy
got
right now, bro.
locked up and you ain't even
Facts.
know.
Exactly, bro.
You feel me? Type shit.
So
man.
you
It could be
can't. So
anything.
when you got a team, you got to. It's like Jay said. He said we can never fall because we each other crutches. So how the hell he got 10 bands and you got $10 and you on some shit where it's like, oh, I'm always putting. Nah, bro. Listen, I got it. We got it. Just because I paid for these last 4 videos or these last 4 shirts or I paid for the last 4 meals, listen, bro, you know when you up, we lit. Because you're not going to have nobody on your team for nothing. So you saw something in him and you have some type of trust to have him added onto your team. So when he's doing good, love him. When he's doing bad, love him. Don't shit on him now because shit ain't going right.
It wasn't a shitting situation.
No, I'm just saying, don't have that in your mind where I think they love him no matter what. Because that's your brother is what brother do.
And bro, like I said, bro, it's just crazy how it all fucking comes full circle.
It happens though. That's life though. You
Niggas
gotta
don't
go through shit.
understand, man.
Yeah,
It's
you gotta go through
called
shit.
universe,
Yes,
man. It's one, man.
You gotta go through. If you and your man, if you and your friend, or you and your brother don't argue, it ain't real. If you there and everything's just going good, when you argue and you do that, that just show you that's y'all voice. It's 2 strong people voicing each other's opinion.
And what did I say to you?
You
before?
understand? You say
We
things
needed
that
this.
hurt. You say things that hurt. But how you, my brother? What's up? What we doing? You want half of the slice? What's up? You get a quarter of this half. What's up? What we doing? So that's just how I gotta work. You have to always put yourself in your brother's shoe, especially if you with him all the time.
That's listen. What we did right after that argument is roll
That's
some
life, bro.
spliffs and
That's
drink
right.
some more
Yeah,
drink.
right. Y'all
That's
supposed,
regular shit.
y'all supposed to argue again. Y'all gonna argue
Yeah.
again.
Regular
y'all gonna
shit,
argue
yeah.
again. So if you don't want to argue with your brother, then don't be around him because y'all gonna go through more stuff because it's gonna get better and better and better. And the higher it get and the people around y'all gotta know each other. I know my brother. Ain't no girl could come say something about him. Ain't no dude could come say something about him because I'm not gonna allow it. Because at the end of the day, it's respect first. I respect you just like you gonna respect me, just like you gonna respect him. You know how I
I
talk about
always
my
say
brother.
that. If nobody can't come talk to me about my
Come on,
family.
bro.
Like, you feel me? And if
So-
they feel comfortable,
Then
saying
I gotta
shit to
check them right then and
Cheese, I
there.
gotta
because
ask you
that's
something.
what I don't even. You shouldn't
Yeah,
even feel
off the gate
comfortable
at all.
Right.
to come to me
Right.
to talk to me about
That's a
nothing.
fact,
right
yeah.
now,
You
that's
know
gonna
what I
make me question your loyalty, my
That's
nigga.
that's a
fact.
main thing.
Cheese,
That's the
I
main
do gotta ask you based on that topic. This topic. Back in the day, I did see a video of what's his name, Big Blood or something like that, dissing Dirk.
Okay, yeah.
So
yeah.
what when that situation goes, like, is that more of a business? Like, was you and Dirk more of a business situation, or was that more like a friend thing?
Well, what you mean with Dirk?
Yeah, when you because you were there when he was dissing Dirk, and I
Yeah,
seen you were like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
what
I was
the
in
fuck?
shock.
Like,
Yeah,
like you know what I mean?
That
So-
that put me in a bad
Yeah.
place. Not even such a bad place, but I felt uncomfortable.
very
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
I
You
was
look very
just like-
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, my nigga, you called me over here and
Had me look. You kind of got set up.
Like, basically, that's basically what
It was almost like how the 6ix9ine situation with the fake Dirk.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
That's
almost like-
basically, and even before the term clout came around, that's what he was doing. He was clout chasing. You feel me? And he basically tried to use me.
Did you have to did you have to do some answering, but did you like have to kind of come back and like chop it up
Nah,
with dude?
it was crazy because the next day I got like 100 calls. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shout out Dirk. That's my brother. Shout out my brother, Lil Dirk. You feel me? He called me personally like, yo,
Shout out to
who-
Dirk.
you feel me? If you know me, you know my vibe.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
my
yeah,
vibe. So it's like, we know Cheese. Like, it's like, yo, Cheese, they more concerned about who he is. Like,
Yeah,
who is
yeah.
that? Like,
I was
you
reading the
feel me?
comments. I mean, nothing. And then the crazy thing is, the comments didn't say anything crazy
Nah,
about
of
you.
course not, because,
But they were all just like, "Come to Chicago, pussy."
right, like, come out there talking that shit. Like, you feel me? Yeah, that shit.
That's a tricky ass
that's old,
situation,
though,
bro.
man.
Yeah,
That
it's
shit
super
old.
old, but
That
Yeah,
shit
that shit
old.
old, man.
Bro,
But
that's a tricky-
that shit old. That shit put me at that moment. That shit, had me in a bad space, man. I ain't like
fact.
it. Right.
Bro, the fact that bro, the fact of
The fact
I gotta
that you could talk about the situation right now.
Yeah.
means
You gotta
it's old,
understand.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now
Bro,
you
how does it
comfortable enough
feel?
to talk about this
like
shit.
you I gotta say something real quick. All right, you got Wu-Tang, all right, then we got Rockefeller, then we got the we got the Locks, we got Dipset, and we got Coke Boys. You know what I mean? And this isn't even including all the groups, but you got Coke Boys. To be mentioned in that sentence,
Right.
what the fuck does that feel like, bro?
Man,
to
that
even
shit-
have stories like this to talk about
that
with
shit,
Little
that
Dirk.
Shit, that shit feel marvelous, man. That shit make me feel like, I got some accolades to talk about. You feel me? I don't feel like I got all my accomplishments accomplished yet, but I got some accolades. You
You're-
feel me? I got something to talk
You're
about.
immortal, bro.
Yeah, I got some shit to talk about though, but I ain't where I want to be.
Yo, Cheese, was Scrap, this is for you too. Was success in the plans?
Yeah, because we
You see
great,
what-
bro. We great. Automatically, we greatness. You could just look and see. Like, it's
Nah,
like,
it depends on what kind of success you're talking about.
That's
though.
it. See, this is where I was gonna go. See, a lot of black men, they want survival.
right.
That's all they thing is just survival and peace, like you
Yeah,
said.
that's the main thing.
Yeah,
Facts.
so survival and peace versus success.
So- Success is like.
I was about to say my
success are open. Yeah,
Listen,
success
my success is just stability and like you said, peace.
Right,
Just
right.
being able to take care of my family
that's a
and
fact.
like I was just saying, talking to my man the other day, man. I don't wanna, be rich. You feel me? I don't want to be rich. I just want to be up to date.
monetarily, yeah. So
Right.
I want to
financially,
be up
you
to
don't.
date.
you
You
know,
feel me?
yeah,
Like, what year we in right now?
2022.
Shit, we need to be in the 2023 car, or something. Nothing no later than that. You feel me?
Right.
Penthouse, nothing no later than that. We don't need to be in no mansion, no crazy nothing. We just need to be up to date. You feel me?
Right. That's dope.
So
Yeah, facts.
that's just how I feel.
So the peace on my thing is that like what you said we were talking about earlier is the peace. Like real success to me is peace because I done had everybody know me. I had 745 Rangers. That's what I do. Like you understand, I'm known for that. You understand, I always have 2 cars. And I say that to say this is that no matter what you do, you still got your problems.
Right.
You feel what I'm explaining? Right.
Yeah.
So with me is that my thing is I'd rather work out. I go exercise. You understand? I exercise like me sitting by the water, me just seeing my daughter talk crazy. Daddy, you look like a turtle. Like stuff like that is like I'd rather have that than have $1 billion. You understand? Money don't mean nothing because I got a couple of friends that's millionaires. Like one of my friends that my day ones, he got like $4 million. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a lawsuit. He got $4 million. $4 million. I'm talking about my like, geez, no, you understand? And when you see when you get money with the people that come out of the woodworks, you like, oh,
now you got cousins
yes.
you ain't
Facts,
never
yeah.
had.
You understand?
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
a
what I'm
fact,
saying.
yeah.
Money ain't for everybody. Then you think that imagine somebody give you $5 million. Everybody say what they gonna do until they get it. I remember Cameron was saying something about Mace had got a deal with Puffy, and I think he got like $9 million or $20 million, something like that he got. And he stated that they ain't even know what to do mentally. So everybody say they want money till they actually get it. So like I said, back to the question is that my piece, me personally, is like I said, I could go get me something to eat. I'm free. I'm not in prison. You know what I'm saying? My mind is right. You understand? I got discernment where I could read through things. My kids got savings accounts, CD accounts that I provided for them. You understand? what I mean? So that's peace to me. You understand? So long as I could, you understand the wisdom I gave my kids, and I could pass away, I pass away with a smile on my face because I know the things, the seeds I instilled into them. I know they Gucci, so that's my piece. It just being with my family, like you understand, sitting down, getting something to eat. You understand, helping somebody else too as well. Just working out, sitting in my car, sitting by the water.
You a person that sets short-term and long-term goals?
Nah, I just go according to. I always self-evaluate myself, but I just go with the way. I don't believe longer term because anything could stop tomorrow. So now, if you set a long-term goal and you break your leg tomorrow, it might be to get skinnier.
Longer, yeah.
You feel what I'm explaining to you? So I just basically just go live for today. And I don't mean that, I go on my bank account and just blow it. I mean that, okay, I enjoy what's going on. Like right now, I enjoy this. I'm worrying about right here. I don't worry about what's going on anywhere else till right here. Once I leave, then it's like, okay, I'm going home. Once I go to the home, it's like, okay, I'm going to get a slice of pizza. So I always worry about what's going on at the moment. Not like, what's going to happen tomorrow because tomorrow not promised. You feel me? You let tomorrow worry about tomorrow.
That's
You
a fact.
understand?
Yeah.
Do you feel that like life is written for you already?
Of course.
You don't think it's like you think like it's basically like just like a movie, like a script, basically like that's already like done, basically, and you just acting it out, not acting it out, but just living it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because it's control. We can't do what we want to do. You can't run a red light. You understand? You can't drive a car with no seatbelt. You understand? You can't go in the store and take a water.
That's
You
a
feel what I'm
fact.
explaining? So
Yeah.
yes, we everything is control. Yeah, it's written out because you can't do what you want.
I mean, there's certain things that you can control.
Like
you know what I mean?
like what?
What you do, what choices you make,
But it's still a form of control. Because if I want to go outside and punch somebody in the face, I'm going to jail for assault.
but
So-
you can have the choice to not do that. Though.
Absolutely right.
You know what I mean? So
now-
that's what I'm saying. Your choice is the one freedom you actually do have in life.
But now at the end of the day, is when it comes to that, now I got to get money. I got to eat. That's not in my control. I got to work to get money. So if I want to do something by myself, it's not gonna work out because I need to do stuff. So if I be here like I just want to do what Scrap gonna do, and I just sit right here all day, y'all gonna kick me out.
So you don't believe that people put themselves in the positions that they're in?
Absolutely, but it's all staged. It's a system where it's like you gotta try to beat it. Either you're gonna go with it, go against it, or you're gonna lose. You understand? So like I said, when you said, is it written? Yeah, it's written.
I feel like you should do a perfect balance of going with it and going against it. I feel like that's the only thing
do a
that you
little
can
bit of
necessarily
both.
be ambiguous with.
That's
Everything
true.
else is black and white.
Right.
But that's the rules.
Yeah,
rules
the
are
rules
always
are rules.
something because
Absolutely.
rules are meant to be broken under the right
Absolutely.
circumstances.
But now in this society, the rules that's broken is you gotta have money.
That's a fact.
You understand? So it's just you just basically a dollar sign. So the more money you get, the more rules you could break.
That's crazy. That's a fact. Yo, I wanted to ask Cheese another question. I know that y'all did the tour off a mixtape, and y'all had a different come up than the average rapper of like your time and shit. You know what I mean? Of all y'all. How do you feel? And you were part of this come up too, so you feel free to answer this. How do you feel about what Conway said about to Funk Flex about not wanting to put on rappers? Because y'all kind of had the same situation with no DJ and shit.
What you mean? I heard about it, but I ain't really,
Well,
go
basically,
into
he
that.
was saying that these rappers aren't putting on these DJs aren't putting on like New York rappers. They're basically just like they're gatekeeping and shit like
you
that.
gotta look at it now. The DJs is different now. Like the DJ that we had, shout out to Big Mike, Evil Empire. Like they was like street DJs. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
That was really putting on. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like, so how do you feel about them? Like, because you had the same situation with no radio DJ per se. You know what I mean? Pushing your music and shit. How did it make you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, about how does it make you feel that he made that statement? You know what I mean? Do you kind of agree that they're gatekeeping? You know what I mean?
well, it wouldn't make no sense for a DJ to gatekeep the music. Like, you feel me? Because every DJ want to break an artist right now.
I mean, I'll tell you this. I
That was
really
always
haven't.
that
I haven't heard Funk Flex really break, and I'm not saying. And I'm a huge Funk Flex fan. I love Funk Flex.
When I say that, I'm thinking about artists like as far as like Self. That's really grinding hard. Like, you feel me? Like Drewski. You feel me? Like
But
Flex ain't.
Drewski ain't Flex, unfortunately.
Nah, he's not. He of course he's not.
Even Hip Hop Mike had that situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why he's no longer with Hot 97.
Right,
you know what I mean? Because he felt motherfuckers were trying to keep him down. You know what I'm saying? And he was actually the one out there. Like, and I can say this because I've seen him out there in these streets, really looking at these independent shows and shit like that. You know what I mean? So like, I can honestly say like, because he came at Sus One and Flex. And he said that they're not putting on no new artists, and I can honestly say they're really not. They're not in the streets like that. And by all means, that's their age, and I get it. But like, it gets to a point where maybe you gotta usher someone in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
pass the torch.
I'm not trying to get you. I'm not trying to get you fucked up out here, man. My bad.
Nah. You good? Nah, you good.
My son blackballed and shit.
Well, I just kind of felt like just back in the day they was more helpful. You feel me? Now they not.
They want a bag now. Everything is a bag. You
Right.
want this done, spend this, spend that.
Yeah.
Right. That's how it is now, man.
Yeah.
Times change, man.
Even payola changed because payola on radio that was illegal. But now this new form of Spotify playlisting and Apple Music playlisting is the new form of payola. It's like
I didn't know that, though.
You didn't know that?
No.
You have to pay to get on these playlists.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
you want it like that now?
Bro, even the biggest of the big artists, Rap Caviar. I don't know if you
Yeah,
got
I know about that rap. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
If you know this shit's falling. This shit's burning.
Yeah, but the
It's-
thing
yeah.
about it is that is like
So it's just a cash grab
Yeah.
now as it's falling. They
Right.
just going they in it for the cash.
But
we
we
all
don't
know
know
that.
Yeah,
but that's
true,
it.
though. But when they touch anything, they always go down. And
Yeah,
it's like
nah,
I
that's
never
a
noticed
fact, yeah,
that.
that's a fact, yeah.
Why rappers don't? The question I want to ask y'all too is that why is rap? That's crazy. Why is rap? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You crazy, bro. It's a question to both of y'all, right?
What's up?
Y'all probably can ask. Why is rap? Why is hip hop like? You gotta be young in that game. In every other genre of music, you could be old.
Why hip hop? You have to be young.
Yes, like your time, like you can't be like when you got a deal, you can't be 80 rapping.
I
But
believe.
if you do jazz, if you do anything else, they could be the rock and rollers, Corn, and the jazz players. These guys is up there, 50,
Anything-
60.
Well, I'll tell you this. I believe rap is also a young man's style, like a young style. Like it's the most consistently growing thing. Because I feel like rock, for example, rock, country, pop, a lot of those pop a little different, but rock and country, I'd say, those can only evolve so much. Like the most evolution country, I'll tell you this: the biggest evolution country has probably had from a certain point was Lil Nas X. That's probably the biggest evolution, and that's hip hop, and that's a hip hop flavor. So, and on top of that,
ain't got no evolution.
And on top of that, you gotta understand this. This is also a society. Like we're in 2022, bro. We're in 2022 where everything is accepted. You know what I mean? So now when everything is accepted, everything becomes blended. You know what I mean? Hip hop is
still sound the same.
Everything's
right,
hip hop is pop.
Okay, you said all the music sound the same, but what genre of music don't sound the same? Jazz sound the same.
No.
Rock and roll sound how?
Well, sorry, it does sound the same. But like I said, hip hop is the only thing that progressively changes. Think about it. We went from boom bap, then we went to West Coast G funk, then we went to drill, then we went to we got everything,
But
bro.
let me say
There's
something,
so
bro.
many-
You know why every genre of music. You know why they always try to push the age on the genre of hip hop? You know why?
I also do believe it is because they're young and naive, and you can kind of rank them up there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now, if you give me a deal for if you give me a deal for $30 million, right, and I'm 35, most of the shit is on my system. I don't want Dior. I'm gonna go get me a building. You get what I'm explaining? So now at the end of the day is that most, and then another thing too is that when you doing jazz and stuff, a lot of instruments you use with that too. You got to read notes and stuff. Like far as like you doing jazz and you playing guitars or you
That
playing violins and stuff.
technology is
Absolutely
ancient
so right
at this point.
So it's just that I just don't get it. Where it's like, why you want to give me a deal when I'm 22 and you give me $8 million and I'm gonna spend it all on Dior and I'm gonna spend it in the club and on cars and all that. So they push that genre because now who rap most?
You say that though, but
African-Americans.
Fabio's old. Fabio came out the gate old.
Yeah, but
2 Chainz kind of came out the gate old.
But you gotta understand,
Rick Ross kind of came out the
2
gate kind of
Chainz
old.
been in the game though. Remember he was Titty
He
Boy.
was Titty Boy, but
he was Titty Boy before that. So he
All
got.
right.
Remember he was in it for
I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. But
Been
even
around.
Rick Ross came kind of into the game a little old.
Man,
you know
by
what I
the
mean?
time you see them, that don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
They put grind into that shit.
Of course,
Everybody knew
but I'm
them. It's not.
But
that,
but this here's the thing though. There's 2 routes to music success. You are gonna grind for 10 years and then get on, or you're going to pop and go viral. And that's literally the only 2 lanes in music history how it's been. You either grind or you go viral.
You said Fabio was young, right?
Fabio's old.
Oh,
Fabio's
right,
like 30, like 32.
Now let me tell you
like that.
something. But Fabio, how he carry himself, he's smart, but he's not gonna be. And shout out to Fabio. I'm not saying he's dumb. He's not seasoned enough yet to really know certain things. Right. He probably
Industry wise, because he was viral though. But his shit was viral though.
Right, but at the end of the day, though, you think he could sit down? And I'm not saying shout out to Fabio. I never say he could probably learn from this and do it. I hope he hear this and do it. You think Fabio really could sit down with somebody who own buildings and be like, I own this, that, and third? With his lifestyle? Because you still got to pick up a lifestyle when you're doing music. Fabio can't go with Champion. He can't go with Levi's. He got a lifestyle to pick up with now.
Oh yeah.
You get it?
Sure, I agree.
So
with that.
now at the end of the day, though, that lifestyle costs. You understand?
start obtaining.
You buying $300 t-shirts
bills,
now,
yeah.
$1,500 pants.
I mean, you say that, but then there's also like rappers like Babytron. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's from
I heard
Detroit.
him, but I don't know him.
He's on the XXL cover. That nigga wears Crocs. I mean, he does wear drip up top, but he wears Crocs and shit. Like,
Yeah, but Crocs is kind of loopy.
I mean, it's kind of a gimmick too.
Yeah, right.
I mean, but I don't know, bro. I don't necessarily fully agree with it because because
cool.
off
We
the
could
strength.
agree to disagree. I'm good with
Yeah,
that.
just because off the strength, like I said, there has been a lot of XXL freshmen that were old, kind of. Wasn't Chinks a freshman, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, I
And he
think
was
did
kind
that
of,
one, right?
yeah, I think he was, if I'm not mistaken.
Chinks was.
He was,
did.
right, yeah.
And he was kind of,
Yeah,
older
but
when.
the thing about it, that Chink's been out for a while. People don't know.
Yeah, I know that,
he was
yeah,
locked up
yeah,
in
yeah.
Stack Bundles because I follow Stack Bundles. That was my favorite
Cage
That's
to
what
rapper.
I'm saying.
stage
They had
shit,
grind. They was
He was
grinding
on
already.
it, and that's crazy because
They was putting
that's
grinding
crazy because I
already.
had to talk with somebody about that. I had to talk with somebody about that with the Chinks because, like I said, he was grinding already. He already had a buzz out already. Remember?
I tell people, you don't know about that Cage to the stage.
Yeah,
nigga.
he had a following already. Right.
But yo, honestly, speaking of the Chinks situation, I wanted to know how that kind of affected y'all, this Chinks and Flip situation.
Oh yeah, man, that shit definitely hit hard. That shit definitely hit hard. Rest in peace to the guys.
both of them,
man.
yeah,
That shit
facts.
definitely hit hard.
Do you-
Especially, Chink shit
yeah.
was years ago. That shit's still affecting people.
Yeah.
You feel me? That shit's still affecting people.
Yeah,
We be having Chinks Day. It just passed like two months ago. Yeah, man. Shit, rest in peace, my brother Chinks, man.
He was rough. Like I seen Chinks a few times. Like they was more like close to him. You know, and Flip, he grew. He from my neighborhood. So, shout out to him and all that. And, my condolences to his family. But, it's touch. It bothers you because you don't want to see nobody grow up with hurt, no matter what's what. You understand? When you grow up with somebody from, like, free lunch and going to swimming pools, you understand? It kind of bothers you. And it's like, like I said, it's touchy. I mean, shout out to both of them.
Yeah, I don't want to, get too, deep into it or whatever.
Shout out to it, but I could keep it, where it's still at a standpoint. But, it bothers you, and that's what anybody in the hood. When you really grow with somebody, no matter what you are, whether it's especially a friend or somebody you care about or love, it bothers you when you lose somebody. You don't want to lose somebody to that.
And it's different because y'all came up like as jits. Like, y'all not y'all wasn't just
Like
niggas that linked up.
It's before the music.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's deeper than that.
Right. So, he grew up in my neighborhood. We grew up together. So, shout out to him, man. But God is good, and sometimes you learn from other people's mistakes, and you try not to, go that route. You understand? And you just try to learn, and, God, put you through adversity to be who you are. So, shout out to Flip and Chink's family,
There's a few fall rock artists that's been like, I've been fucking with a couple fall rock artists.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Buzzing, right?
Devi and Keen Streets?
Yeah, I heard the King Street.
Yeah, I was fucking with them.
He just signed the Bird Gang, right?
Word?
Yeah,
He did? I didn't,
yeah.
I didn't pick up on it, but I was with them, and they be repping the Chinks heavy, bro. And I was having like conversations with them because some of them grew up with them and shit, and really like was in the trenches with them and shit. You know what I mean? But they're doing a lot, and they're like really like got a movement out there.
Right.
They're all like it's crazy, like to see all of them. Like it was literally like 50 niggas sticking together, all different artists with all their different cliques and shit, and it's just like, this is crazy. You feel me? Like to see that,
we need more unification
and keeping the name alive, bro. That's what I'm saying, and repping out the guy, man. That shit is fire.
We always gonna keep my brother name
always,
alive.
man. R.I.P. the Chinks, and I'm Flip.
How y'all feel about the sound coming out of the Bronx right now?
The drill rap.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like that.
Nah, you gotta show that face.
Oh God, man.
Scrapping jacket. Yeah.
So,
how you feel about that, Buzzer?
Yeah. How do y'all feel
Drill
about it?
rap cool. Shit decent.
Yeah.
Do you think it's ringtone rap?
Nah.
How do you figure? How do you figure it's not ringtone rap though?
Because you can't hear what they saying.
You can hear what they're saying, but not for nothing. It's still
good.
It's still on a motherfucking Celine Dion sample that's sped up.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, but I don't think it's ringtone music though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to their bars.
No.
The bars are like
It's cool.
It's crazy.
I would say ringtone.
I'll tell you this: drill is so off-putting when you first listen to it because of some of them. But then when you actually sit down and listen to what the fuck they're saying, they be talking, bro.
They be talking.
You know what I mean? So I'm not
drill.
sure. Do you think it's all right? So more or less, not necessarily ringtone rap. The reason I said that was just because of the TikToks and shit. But do you think it's like a here now and gone later thing?
Of course, because like you said, a transition.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, right. But it's different though. Let me ask you something. It's the Bronx drill and the drill. It's two different drills. Y'all know that, right? Bronx drill got their own sound.
Yeah.
Brooklyn drill,
Right.
Nah, that's why I specifically asked y'all how y'all feel about the sound.
You got
coming
Brooklyn
out of
drill,
the
and then you
Bronx,
got Bronx drill, and then you
Yeah.
even got the Chicago drill. Like,
Yeah,
you feel
facts.
me?
So
They got
it's
the UK
different.
drill, honestly.
Oh yeah, the UK
facts.
drill.
And realistically,
Yeah,
if we're
facts,
gonna,
facts.
that's where it started from.
I was about to say, if it wasn't,
That's where it started at.
It started
I didn't
in
know. It
Chicago.
didn't come from Chicago. I thought it
It
started.
started in
started in
Chicago. It started in Chicago, but the UK niggas changed that, made that wah 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 wah.
Yeah.
That
like the auto tune. Like,
all that crazy
yeah,
shit.
Right.
Yeah, like those double
drill
bass
rap is
drums and
cool,
shit, and
yeah,
double
drill.
claps and shit. Yeah.
Drill rap is cool. Like I like, like I said, anything new is good. And
It's a
it's
transition,
It's always
yeah.
good to, like I said, respect the youngins. And I mean, I'll probably do a drill beat one day. We probably get on some drill shit.
It's only right.
Yeah, we gotta do.
You gotta
I don't
usher in.
discriminate. I don't
You gotta usher in.
understand?
I don't
So it's like,
discriminate.
If the vibe is right and the
Right,
beat
right,
is
right.
right,
I
you know what
don't
I
discriminate.
mean?
But you
I
understand?
get
So
niggas on it,
yeah,
yeah.
you gotta look up to the youth, and it's like, shout out to the drill. I really like I said, I like it, but it just when it's all most of the drill music is beefing. You understand?
these young
And
niggas gotta
a lot
chill,
of it,
bro.
and they really mean what they
That's
say.
how you,
Yeah.
man.
You understand? They mean what they say.
But this is why I asked you the question of how do you feel that our generation's doing bringing in this new generation? Because these little niggas they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you gotta go with the wave, and you just gotta try to, like, the people that you do know that's doing it. You try to talk to them because, like I said again, we're gonna go back to what we said in the beginning. It start from no dads, real dads.
Of course,
You
yeah.
feel me? So, like I said again,
Yeah,
if they don't got no guidance, when I grew up, I didn't have. My friends, we hung out together, and that equal to father. You understand? So a lot of these kids is hurt. They don't got no dads. The mothers is like 19 now. You understand? The mothers is young now.
I know.
25.
Fucking
you understand?
15
kids is like,
sometimes,
Kids is drill.
yeah.
They doing drill like 12, 11, 12 talking drill.
That ass though.
You feel me?
Carrying-
So
yeah,
absolutely. So it's no real
carrying
dads
some-
because
They're
if
going
you see,
crazy.
yeah, right. So
They're going crazy out here.
it's different, man. So it's like I respect it, and like I said, I'll tap in one day when I get it the right beat because a couple of people DM me like, "Yo, you gotta do a drill beat X, Y, Z, and the third."
They always want me to do a
Yeah,
drill
fact.
beat, man. They ask me every day to do a
Yeah.
drill beat.
I feel like
They done sent me a bunch of drill beats. I ain't even do none of them yet.
So you got some drill joint?
Yeah.
Say that.
how you feel about the police trying to like read the lyrics and shit?
Oh, like
I don't
Read
like
into the
it.
lyrics.
I don't like it. Or basically trying to use your lyrics against you.
Against you,
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
They
I
been,
don't like
they
that.
been the hip hop cops
Yeah,
been
that's
real,
right.
man. They
Yeah,
been
right,
trying
right,
to do
right.
all that.
But it's the feds now. It's hip hop feds because they scoping them, and the feds, they got a 90% conviction rate, 92%, whatever the percentage is. But it's hard to beat them.
Yeah, you can't beat the feds.
Word.
Shit.
Nah, we don't need that.
That's them.
Facts.
But yo, man, listen, man. I think it's about that time. You know what I mean? It's been a fire talk. Y'all, listen. If we got to do this more often, we
Nah,
like.
that's a fact. You know
Because
that,
I'll
B.
be honest with you, this was supposed to be like let's
Scrap,
talk
I
about
got
your
your
life
math.
and let's talk about everything.
math.
But it got
This shit
got deeper
real.
than that.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
got real.
Yeah, it got real,
But
bro.
it's organic though. When it's organic, it's
Gotta
better.
be.
You know what I'm saying?
I
When you coming
appreciate
through,
that.
yeah, when it's organic, it's better. And
This,
it's like,
I'll be honest, these are the conversations that help you grow as a human being.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, this is gonna help other people
Yeah,
too.
other people,
when they hear it,
absolutely. Yeah.
When I say you, I'm speaking to the you, everyone,
Yeah,
whoever
right,
may,
right.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Facts.
But yeah, man, yo, you got any
Bless,
shout
man.
outs?
Man, I just want to shout out to Long Money Island, man. You
Yeah,
know,
strong island, man.
You know that.
Right, man.
Shout out to my guys, BT. You know,
know the vibes.
My
BT.
guys, Scope.
Scoop.
Burn after rolling.
Alright,
Facts.
You know the
Feel me,
vibes.
podcast. We here.
Uh-huh,
Dior.
Yo.
Number 2 Coke
Y'all
boy.
already
You
know
know the vibes.
Early, man. Y'all know the vibes, man.
You ain't got no one to shout out, Scrap?
Hey, y'all already know this. Underboss, that's for life. You know what I mean? You know we going with that. Shout out to my bro Cheese. You know what's up. The whole Tremont. I can't go with names.
Yeah, this is.
My block.
Just
you know,
gotta say, just
17
shout out to the
gun.
family, man.
Yeah, the
family.
fam,
They
you
know
know.
who they is. Shout out to the family.
Long
Shout
run.
everybody, word.
Y'all already know that. Shout out to my
everybody.
kids too, man. Shout out to my
Facts.
daughter. Shout out to y'all, man.
Shout out to my babies.
Shout out to
Word,
always. Shout out to them
word,
too as
word,
well.
word.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the people who ain't here with us. And like I said again, man, we here. We happy to be here, man. And everybody who I forgot, man, Long Run, Vado, Moolah, million salutes, man. I'm just thankful to be here, man. We gotta give thanks to the Most High too before we go.
That's 100.
Because
bro.
without him,
That's a
we
big
wouldn't
fact.
even.
Never.
It wouldn't be none of this, man. So shout out, all praise to the Most High, man. And million salutes, man.
Hey, and I want to give one last shout out. I just want to give one last shout out to our sponsor of the show today, Twisted Flowers.
Twisted
Know what I
Flowers,
mean?
salutes.
Yo,
Hey,
yo.
if y'all don't know, I was fucking with Twisted Flowers for years,
That's a
and
fact.
me and my guy Cheese used
You
to
know
link up
that.
on the
That's a
regular. You
fact.
feel me?
You know that. You know that. Shout out my guys.
Yo,
You know
shout out Twisted Flowers. By your side 24 hours a day. You know the vibes, the best flowers, multiple flavors, the best on the motherfucking
Nah, real
market.
talk,
know
man.
that.
Shout out.
Come
shout
get
out
it.
to
Come
the-
get a bouquet.
Nah, that's a fact, man. Word, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. And I'm
appreciate
glad.
it.
Thank you, Scoot, and you too, Cheese. I appreciate you a million
you
percent,
know that,
man.
Buzzy.
You know you my heart, and you know how we do, man. We just gonna keep getting better and better, man.
That's a
That's
fact.
100, man.
That's all,
Listen,
That's a fact.
it's Burn After Rolling. Like, comment, subscribe if you fuck with us. And if you don't fuck with us, still like, comment, and subscribe and tell us how much you don't fuck with us. We out of this motherfucker, man. I pressed that button on accident.
Yeah, good talk. Nah,